and it should be a good one as well. I was looking at some of the players on these teams. Looks like Zeus has the top KD for Dream, 1.29. Definitely a top Slayer. And then on the other side, it's going to be J-Flow with a 1.11. And we'll see who's going to be striking hotter tonight. I mean, I'd probably be favoring Dream in this matchup, but we'll see if it goes the distance.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to take a look at these maps right now. We're going to be having a nice best of 5 for you, obviously starting out here on Exposure on Hardpoint. Then we're going to roll right into the Scar Search and Destroy, going back on over to Exposure on the Overload. Then Hardpoint for your game number 4 if we get there, and then Search and Destroy on Raid if we get there as well. I mean, I like these maps. I mean, I don't really hate any of the maps this year, so I'm excited to see these two teams play on this map. So I think it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, definitely should be a decent one at the very least. I'm looking at that Scar SND for sure in this series as it might be the pivotal point here, and we'll see if I think Las Vegas Dream probably going to be having the edge in the respawn, and we'll see if Ohio Scarlet can come out swinging, because they're probably going to need to at least steal a respawn at the very most, and probably be clutching up in the Search and Destroy if we're going to see extended maps here. And that's probably my prediction in this one, is probably going to be Las Vegas Dream. I'll take it. They'll probably take it in 4 for me. I think maybe potentially dropping the Search or maybe a hard point here, but I think they'll end up closing it out in 4.
Yeah, I definitely have some rose-colored glasses when it comes to Dream as well. After listening to the listen-in last night, Zeus was definitely like the in-game leader, doing all of the shot calling. But yeah, it's good. I think it's gonna be a good one. I think I definitely think it could go the distance here, but I'm definitely gonna be favoring Dream.
Yeah, I think we're both in agreement here, and I mean, we'll see if Ohio Scarlet can prove us wrong, as we are going to be, I believe, finally loading on in to not Blackheart. It's going to be Exposure here on the hard point, so we'll see. Yeah, producer man says oopsies, but it's going to be Exposure, as we can see the beautiful scenery in the background. A lot of solar. I didn't realize how many actual solar panels there were in the background. Holy crap, there's so many in the back there.
Yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and hop on board with Zeus. Zeus is gonna get us started for tonight with the Las Vegas Dream. Gonna be pushing forward with the Dravik, just trying to hit mid map. I mean, what are you wanting to see from these two teams now? I think for me, it's gonna be mid map control. What about you?
Yeah, 100% mid map control. I mean, it should be a decent. So far for P1, I mean, typically you don't get a ton of P1 time on this hill. I mean, it's kind of, just back and forth jostling for position. But so far, I mean, Dream able to get about 20 seconds off of it. So, I mean, it's already a good look for them as they start out hot. Kind of what we expected here. We'll see if J-Flow on the pinch is able to get something done. Already gets 1 kill, but he's off the map. Oh, no, falls to his death. Hate to see it.
You definitely hate to see that. Dream taking a little bit of control early on here in the point, already starting to get rotated on over. Cash is going to be the one staring at P2. Yeah, I mean, this big rotation, right? Big P2.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to get a good, decent rotation on this P2. Should be a decent look for the Dream so far. They're going to be on the prowl. Zeus gets 1 in transition. That's an important one. That's going to block the spawns for New as well. As long as Zeus can stay alive here, the rest of his teammates are going to flood on in. But no, they're going to line up for KB. He gets a double there. 3 dead, and it's all left to Caspian trying to hold on to this hill, and he'll fall as well. So it's going to be Stussy getting the shutdown, and Ohio Scarlet. I mean, they're doing a decent job to get some of this time on the tank hill. Not an easy break, and they pull it off.
We'll see if they can pull it off. Here, 1 second. I'm just having to fix a little bit of audio issue on my side. I think we should be chilling.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be chilling. While we're doing that, while we're getting that fixed, I'll take the reins for a little bit refresh while you get the the behind the scenes things here figured out for a minute, and just let me know, I guess, when you come back here in a moment. But so far, it's going to be Dream. They're going to be on the rotation. They're going to be holding for now. They have a big job in front of them as pressure is mounting. Look at where Stussy spawns in the back, though. He gets a spawn in the back. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Cash just immediately takes him out for absolute free here. And unfortunately for them, they will be still spawning in the back. So, I mean, Ohio Scarlet, they claim the back of the spawns, but they're going to have to break this hill. And it's still not an easy hill to break from the back either. Even if you're spawning closer, arrows from the front from Dream are going to be holding strong. Stussy in the corner, trying to play his life, waiting for his teammates' support off of spawn, but instantly going to be falling as 3 arrows on the point, just maintaining map positioning. KB with some sloppy shots, but help from his teammate will shut it down in the end. No, he runs out of bullets. There we go. The Jaeger gets the end of that one. And now Las Vegas Dream, we'll see if they can do something to re-break this one, but only 20 seconds left. So if they are going to be re-breaking this, they need to try and think toward New and just like that Las Vegas Dream, they will back on up. They don't want to scam their life away, but there we go. There's one scam from Cash mid-map, and he should be spawning behind Old here. So I don't know. I mean, Refresh, let me know when you get when you want me to stop talking here if you get that audio issue fixed. But I mean, so far it's been pretty good for Dream here. Oh my.
Yes. So far, so good for Dream. And right now, Cash going to be your Slay leader as they get picked up, of course, as soon as I swap on over to them. But yeah, I mean, Dream's starting off pretty good. I mean, this is pretty even going into this rotation, into this P number 4. We'll see how the P number 5 goes. Still about 30 seconds left on this point. Caspian going to be chilling, staring up top. Going to start getting out a lot of info there. Those blue arrows are starting to get really active on the map.
We'll see if they can get active and hold this hill. So far, so good, though. Only 20 seconds left, so Las Vegas Dream, they'll have the rotation, and they've locked down most of it so far. And now it's going to be about these routes from Zeus going toward New right now, wrapping around the back of the map. I don't think anybody is going to suspect him here. He's going to get the freest two-piece he'll ever see. Actually, no, 8 is reflanking him, though. So Spectre gets the kill on Zeus. All things considered, a decent showing from Ohio Scarlet on this transition. They just got to lock that down. And I mean, no, getting every kill in mid-map as well. That's going to be 3 dead, and they have the setup. So definitely P5, a hill. You can get a lot of time here if you have the numbers and you're able to cut mid-map. I mean, we talked about it earlier. P1, P5, even P2. Mid-map is so important for all 3 of those. Just central control on exposure is the name of the game. We'll see if they're able to maintain any sort of help here, as it's going to be Cash flanking on through. Gets a double as well with the help of his teammates, and the rebreak for Las Vegas Dream is here.
Yeah, Las Vegas Dream is in the point, looking to extend this lead in this map number 1, trying to, just trying to hold on. I mean, it can be a wild roller coaster ride when you're trying to hold on to a hard point lead. Anything can happen to kind of flip the situation, especially when you're not too far up. About 20 seconds of time is the difference between these. So as we get rotated on back over to this next set of rotations, I mean, this is still a very much anyone's game. I don't really see like a clear... there wasn't really like a clear advantage for one team outside of just the 10 points there for Dream.
Yeah, so far, I mean, it's been pretty competitive, all things considered. The Ohio Scarlet, they get a lot of time on that P5, and they're transitioning that to this P1 as well. Unfortunately, bad timing there for Mo. He gets stussed out, and he'll die, and now Cash chimes in for 2 of his own, and it's going to be up to J-Flow to try and pick up the pieces here. He has a teammate off of spawn coming close, but unfortunately, it gets killed mid-map, mid-air. And Zeus claims his life on that one. Zeus going for the double, gets the double, looking for the 30. Absolutely just shreds Mo off the heady. He gets the 3-piece, and he'll maintain control for Dream for now.
Yeah, I mean, Zeus, really good job getting the 3-piece, able to get some time as well. Caspian's going to be shooting over the top in that window, so look for those arrows there. So a lot of decent coverage on this P3 side. You are going to have Mo already rotated on over towards P2, so that's going to be a big potential gunfight over here, and they're immediately going to get taken out. Caspian doing a really good job on the map right now. Luke also rotated on over, staring at these mid steps.
Yeah, everybody's so far for Dream contributing, but I mean, it will be the break coming on in. Luke with some shots over the top, turns and burns. A little bit sloppy there for both players, but Luke able to get it done, and that'll alleviate some of the pressure, but the pressure is still here. It's going to be J-Flow trying to contest, but he's by himself for the moment. He needs teammate support, but they're all off of spawn. Now Cash elects to activate. He gets the clearance on the hill. And it's going to be 3 arrows towards Solar on the preferred side for the Scarlet, but they need to try and combine and force some slaying, and they're all getting shut down in the feed. And another 3 dead, and J-Flow, I mean, just the odd man out, finds himself the lone member pushed up off of spawn, needs to wait for his teammates to get an effective break here, but he's going to get a little impatient, goes for it by himself. He'll get one at the very least, and he'll get shut down at the end there. KB here to pick up the pieces, and maybe a decent break after all for Scarlet, but just haven't really been able to claim at any time despite the heroics there.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty difficult set of rotations now for Ohio. I mean, I feel like Ohio, they're getting set up, but they're not able to get these holds. I feel like Dream has a lot of breaking potential right now. I mean, I feel like they're just kind of slamming stuff together. I feel like we've seen a couple of moments now with Ohio kind of being caught off guard, just getting kind of like in 1-on-2 gunfights, 1-on-3 gunfights. But as we're talking about them struggling a little bit, they're starting to get a lot of time off of this P3, chilling up top on this window side.
Decent hold from them so far still. I mean, they're still in it. They just got to make sure they're transitioning well to this next hill and holding a decent amount of this window hill, and they're doing a great job so far. They'll flip the spawns, and they'll flip the script maybe on this hard point so far. 130 in climbing, still about 25 to gain on this hill, and doing a decent job getting the gunfights as well. I mean, they're just outslaying them at the moment. Cash trying to find an opportunity to break on in, but it likes to back up, wait for his teammates for one last push at this hill. He's going to get tagged down low, 50 HP. They're both in the same corner, and yes, Stussy just gets the freest two there, and they're going to be on the prowl for the last one. I mean, Zeus is last alive on rotation. He's got to do an incredible job staying alive because his teammates spawning all the way out back solar.
Yeah, Mo doing a really big work, right, in that last of that P3, making sure that time was fully grabbed. Is going to get taken down on the rotation. So is Zeus. So everybody kind of getting taken down. You're going to see a big fight in the back here with Caspian. Caspian looking to get a kill or two in the back. Cash going to pick up a nice 2-piece to get pushed on in. They're going to be looking for the kill inside the point, and they're going to find exactly that. All these red arrows. So look at all these red arrows hitting super deep onto the solar side. We're going to stay on board Caspian, though. Caspian just trying to stay alive, soak up all this time.
Yeah, this is not exactly a relevant time, but I mean, honestly, the fact that Ohio Scarlet's hitting this might be a hindrance going forward because, yeah, they're going to flip the spawns. They got to make sure they're winning these kills in transition, and look at that. Yeah, Caspian spawns behind ult, so good job from Scarlet, capitalizing on the positioning mid-map, and they're going to claim a lot of this scrap time as well that could have went toward Dream. So, I mean, now Dream in a tough situation, spawning out behind ult. They got to make sure they're, waiting for their teammates in transition, or they could get funneled, and I mean, Ohio Scarlet, they're going to be first to time now. And it's going to be all about mid-map positioning.
Yeah, I mean, mid-map, right? We've talked about it so many times, I feel like, over this season. It's just, with these maps in particular, it's just gotten so important. You just kind of control the flow of traffic. They have their stop signs out. They have their whistles out. And Ohio Scarlet, even though being down pretty early on in this game, able to come back and, start to build a little bit of a lead here. It puts a lot of pressure on Vegas to kind of clean up their act.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty good resurgence from Scarlet, all things considered. Started down a little bit, but they've came roaring back in this one, and they can't win it on this hill on P5, but I mean, P1's up next. I mean, you could still transition incredibly well to P1 as long as you win these gunfights toward the mid-map area, and so far, so good. Mo gets the first one. He's going to get traded on out. KB still soaking the last little bit. No contest from Dream. They know how important their lives are right now, and they'll stay strong for now. They'll get a couple clearance wipes here, but they got to be pretty much pitch perfect from here on out.
Yeah, I mean, once you get past that 200-point mark, you take a lot of pressure off. Scrap time becomes more and more important. I mean, Zeus on a 4 streak right now, but is it going to make a difference? Are you going to be able to get time? Going to get onto a 5, immediately drop it. But then look at that. Ohio right back onto the point. So I feel like right now they're doing a really good job. Like, even when they're kind of getting slayed, they're just managing like their time in point better. And I feel like their slays are maybe being a little bit more meaningful on this map.
Yeah, especially in the latter half of this game, as it's only going to be 10 more seconds. And Ohio Scarlet, they can close it. KB watching the flank. He's going to spot 2 members. And now Dream, they got to go. You got to go now, or you're going to end up losing J-Flow with the double. Stussy just staying down on time. Just play your life, young man, and you'll win this map. 250 is going to be reached. And Ohio Scarlet, I mean, I think I could call it an upset in that one. They upset Las Vegas Dream, I believe the number 3 seed coming into this one, and they take the first map in a pretty convincing fashion, I will say here, Refresh. I mean, that was a pretty dominant series of kills at the end of the map there.
Yeah, I mean, they just kind of were flowing, right? They had that rotation over to P5, and you kind of mentioned it. Like, once you're rotated for P5, you're kind of in P1 already. Yeah. But look at the slaying prowess there from J-Flow. J-Flow, 33 and 21 with 3,800 damage.
Yeah, it was a great showing from J-Flow, and the rest of Scarlet just seemed like they were, starting to click toward the end of that map. They started to, find their rhythm, find their flow. You put it nicely there, and I think kind of a tough one from Luke in that first map, looking at him to bounce back, heading into the search and destroy. And, despite Zeus with the great stat line, almost 40 in that one, just wasn't enough, really. I mean, just the kind of teamwork, a lot of solo pushing toward the end of it. It seems like Las Vegas Dream maybe a little bit lost their nerve there in that map number 1. But, I mean, we still got more maps to play. It's going to be Scar S&D coming up next, and we'll head it to a quick intermission before we get into that one. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more action.
We're back. Yeah, we're back at it right away. Look at that. Everybody on the same side. 2 Ohio up 1-0 in the series. We have popped in on the Search and Destroy now. Gotta love it. Search and Destroy on Scar. You know what that means? A lot of A-site hits.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, nothing probably but A-side hits so far. I mean, 2v3 situation. Ohio Scarlet are going to equalize, and now it's just up to KB. Last alive here in the clutch. We'll see if we can pull off something on the defense here. A little bit late on this one, but we'll see if he ends up pulling it off. They haven't planted the bomb just yet. If he can maybe rip the wig off one. No, Zeus with the better shots on the heady. He says, how you doing? I know, let Las Vegas Dream on the board first here.
Yeah, Vegas doing a pretty good job getting control over on the hotel side. KB kind of left on an island there, top green. Did have a lot of info, just wasn't able to capitalize on anything there. I mean, really good round so far from Vegas. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, right? You kind of want to see both these teams play the offense first to kind of see how this is going to go for early predictions. Last time we saw these two play on the, you know what I mean? That last hard point, Vegas did take that early lead, so we'll see if they can hold on to a lead here in map number 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the question, right? I mean, they started out hot, but they kind of got shut down. I mean, Zeus was, frying map number 1, but it just didn't end up mattering in the end. He came out frying this first round, and they get the first one on the board. So more A action, it would seem. Everybody just hovering toward this bomb site, and I mean, it is Scar after all. So kind of the vault of this year, if you will, just the one bomb site, really to determine the victory for either of these teams. But KB gonna be striking first, gets first blood toward mid-map, but Zeus knows exactly where he is, looking for his second one, and he will get it. The trade back is swift, so now 3v3, and the bomb is going down right in the middle of it, and they're gonna get it, so Ohio Scarlet now with time to play with.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really, really big bomb plant. 2v2 situation, though. Zeus is still on the map, on a 4 streak, gonna get info on a guy in market, gonna miss all those shots, though. You have Caspian and Zeus working their way up through the middle of the map. Zeus knew exactly where that player was. Caspian also on a 2 streak themselves, so the 2 players that you have most likely to clutch this are on the map. Oh, I was gonna say that could have been bad. Imagine if they don't pick up that kill. If Zeus would have got that kill, I would have lost my mind. That might have been streaks too if they got that kill.
Yeah, I'm surprised those Ohio Scarlet weren't able to convert that one. The time was ticking down pretty low there. I mean, just at the end, nice clutch from Dream, I guess. But I mean, yeah, just kind of, I don't know, just maybe a little bit of a fumble for Scarlet there. I thought they were able to, play the time effectively. And it was a ballsy plant. I mean, just right in front of the ball. But Zeus wins an important one here in market. And that was probably for the round right there. And Stussy, I mean, he's in a spot. He gets the first one. But maybe, yeah, some sloppy shots, like you were saying, tagged down a little bit. And the trade was swift there. So, I mean, yeah, Scarlet, they got it done. Or, excuse me, Dream got it done. Scarlet just kind of couldn't hold on in the end.
Yeah, Caspian was in a really good spot. I mean, they pinched red really nicely there. They knew that last player must have been there. They spotted out that player market. I mean, they had one rotate blue and one rotate on over through mid. So they knew it was all kind of, everything was kind of squared up. It was just all about how effective the pinch was.
Yeah, and we'll see what they can do on the offense this time around. Already 3v3 situation. It's going to be KB with the boomstick out, but the smoke is down, so he won't see diddly squat through that. We'll see if he can get it picked, though, eventually after it clears, but it'll be Zeus first with the answer back. 3v2 situation. Cash hasn't planted the... Actually, no, he has planted the bomb. And now they're just playing for the timing. Zeus just ego chows the sniper top green there, and now just left to J-Flow in the 1v3.
I feel like if you know where that sniper is, that's kind of what you have to do in this game, right? The sniper is really good. But I feel like there's a lot of times where you can get those snipers to flinch or just put a lot of like double pressure onto that snipe, especially when you're a person up. Getting that sniper out of the way is just super, super important.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's been so far so good. I mean, Dream just kind of, maybe just thinking map number 1 was kind of a fluke. Maybe they just came out a little cold, especially Luke kind of had a rough one. They're starting this one hot here, and I mean, it's really just Zeus and Caspian with the slaying, especially Zeus. 7-1 start for him. Having an incredible performance. I mean, still Luke on the donut, but I mean, hey, you don't even need to get kills if your team is just frying.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Zeus being 7-1, but Caspian hasn't even died yet.
Yeah.
So there is that as well. I mean, you got to start picking up players, looking around to see if anybody has a sniper. We do find one. Caspian with the sniper rifle. Going to get spotted out with the player on plane heady. Oh, gonna get a lot of info. Luke picks up their first kill, so it turns that donut into a breadstick. Stays within the gluten family.
A chef would call it the bakery. I mean, hey, it is what it is. First blood coming through. Cash will get another one, though, and I mean, this is a tough situation now for Scarlet, right? I mean, down 3 rounds, 2v3. You got to plant 2. This is gonna be a hard one.
Yeah, I mean, bomb's still in the hand of Mo right there. Mo able to get a little bit of pressure on that sniper rifle. KB is going to be wrapping around the back, so you're going to see an interesting pitch here between KB and Mo, they're able to find two. Zeus going to be left in a 1v2, going to get taken out over on hotel side. Yeah, everything kind of just falling apart there for Vegas at the end.
Yeah, a great answer back there for Scarlet, though, in the 2v3. I mean, that was a round they needed to win, surely. You can't be going down 4-0, and it was just a nice flank from Mo here, able to get one, stay alive, get the stun info, and they just collapsed on that last player, so good teamwork coming through. And maybe just, just bad timing, honestly, on that plane overextension. Just the player top green just didn't spot him in time. Got a route to the spawn, and that can happen if you let them through plane. That's why B is kind of risky to go to, but if you do get through, it can be really pivotal to winning yourself the round. So good job for Scarlet putting himself on the board here.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see how a play unfolds over on that B side. I mean, A is going to basically be given up here unless... Yeah, they don't really have much pressure here on A. Big gunfight, though, happening. Yeah, that's going to be Mo picking up that player in the background over on the deep wrap. Zeus going to be in an interesting position to maybe pick up a kill or two here. They're going to fall. So now a quick 2v4 for Dream. As Dream is, like I said, they went up early that last game. But it's the endurance test, right? I mean, that's what you got to kind of have to rely on. You got to be able to rely on yourself being able to, like, close these out.
Yeah, and I mean, S&D, it's a game type where you can go down and you can still come back. It's just, mentally draining, mentally taxing, but if you're locked enough, you can make a comeback down 5-0. It doesn't matter as long as you're able to have the teamwork flowing and just not lose composure. And so far, Ohio Scarlet coming back with a couple of rounds, and I love that push through B. They just isolate this lone member watching the pinch. It can be risky, but it worked out for them. I'm sure that player is stunned to death there in the back, and they just do a great job. On the defense too, they're just running it down. So that's just confidence incarnate right there.
I mean, yeah, and it helps a lot too when you have two players on a little bit of a streak. KB on a 4, Mo on a 3. Also at the bomb in hand, going to be the person to try to engage there first, but Zeus is going to have to try to hit a cutoff here mid. I maybe have seen this player over here. I don't know. Yeah, I think info had to have been given out. Zeus knows where these players are, knows somebody's on B. Got shots onto Mo. Mo's going to die. J-Flow left in a 1v. Everybody else going to get taken out. Picked up the first kill. That was nice.
Yeah, kind of an interesting round there, not going to lie, from the Scarlet. I mean, they just kind of all run down mid-map a little bit, and they kind of get stuck on the trailer there. And, Dream, they just back up. They just collapse on those players. And, I mean, despite the pinch coming through toward B, I mean, it didn't really end up mattering because the rest of the teammates just funneled into gunfights there that they probably didn't really want to take, just crossfired to death. And, Zeus just capitalizing on this player. Yeah, trapped right there. Mo just couldn't do anything. Zeus almost wins the second one, but just flow in the 1v4, nothing he could do. And there we go, just like that, Dream. They'll answer back with 2 in a row.
Yeah, Dream starting to get back and active on this map. Caspian with a big chance to land a sniper round there is not going to hit it. I did just get in. We actually just got some updates here for series. DC has won their map 1. Brooklyn and Atlanta are tied 1-1. Phoenix with a huge comeback, winning 250 to 249 against Colorado on that first one. So Phoenix looking to make a little bit of a run there. And then Texas 1-0 over Miami.
Caspian just got 2 hit markers with the sniper in the same spot. I feel so bad for this guy. Oh my god, what does he got to do to get a kill with this thing? I mean, third time's the charm, right? He surely gets this one. Oh no, he whiffs the third one. Caspian, you got to be kidding me. You got to get something
put it in the pocket. KB just hit the dirtiest angle.
Oh no, you got to win those.
Oh no, dude. That counter angle was actually super dirty. Like hopping up on that ledge, you're able to kind of just get a crazy angle. I mean, the 2 hit markers there for Caspian, you got to be super unfortunate. It looks like those were maybe wall pings. I don't know.
It had to have been right. Otherwise, he probably would have got both of those. The kill both of those times. And yeah, KB, I was wondering if he was going to see him or not. Yeah, it's a cheeky little angle right there. If you haven't
like
seen
that a lot.
Before, that's one you got to be aware of. And I mean, yeah, KB just knows his angles. He went to geometry class, so he'll be on 8 now and answer back with another one for Scarlet.
I think everybody on the map right now is rocking an M15. Yeah, everybody playing for picks right now. So we're going to stay on board with KB. KB ending that round and getting an important sniper kill. Caspian struggling with it on themselves. Ohio trying to tie up this map. I mean, they only went down a couple of rounds before. It's 4-3 now. So definitely a big chance. This could be a big momentum shift, and they're going to get first blood as well. That is going to be J-Flow. J-Flow all the way on the side over at B.
Yeah, he gets an important one as well, and I mean that can allow Scarlet to just plant this bomb on A as well. That loosens the kind of the numbers because they got to be wary about B. But apparently, Las Vegas Dream, they don't care at all about B. They don't think anybody's going to be pinching, and it's actually going to be Cash potentially making a wrap through market. He looks better of it because he knows J-Flow's still back here. Numbers disadvantage, and it'll favor Scarlet. The trade's going their way for the moment. It's going to be gunfights toward mid-map. J-Flow elects to activate. He should be able to pinch this player, Zeus, in the back, and he gets a freebie as well. And now 1v3. Cash in no man's land.
Yeah, Cash is going to have a big task in front of them right now. I mean, J-Flow played super patient, right? Was able to get a kill early on, get the first blood, and then just kind of wait behind those walls and just wait for the bomb to get planted. And as soon as that bomb get planted, I mean, if you pay attention to those arrows, man, all three of those blue arrows, like, they gave up complete mid-map control. No one really had each other's back. They were just so focused on that notification popping up on their screen that they just kind of they left out mid-map, and then J-Flow hit her out.
Yeah, I mean, the first blood just kind of converted the round, and I mean, that's kind of what you need to do in S&D. If you get a first blood that's not traded, you got to make sure you're converting with numbers and not scamming the round away. So good job from Scarlet, making sure they're converting the edge there after they won that initial blood. So 4-piece now. It's still anybody's game. I'm looking at Dream. You got to strike back in this one.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio. I mean, they're up 1-0 in the series. They definitely want to go up 2-0 in the they definitely want to just go up 2-0, right? That's so much pressure off of your shoulders. Obviously, you still want to keep your foot on the gas, but Dream trying to get pushed up over here over towards P2. Spectre going to be in an interesting position here, trying to catch somebody overextending. The flank getting watched there by Luke. Spectre going to be kind of the first one in line. Who is that? That's going to be KB getting a few shots off. Look at how bunched up these arrows are, man.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, the first blood going Ohio's way, but they're running out of time. Second one's going to fall as well, and Mick get all three, and now just up to Zeus, the MVP of map number 1 for Dream, just hunted down like a dog here. He does get a double, but at the very least, I mean, Ohio Scarlet, just great retake there. And I mean, I did see it on the minimap a little bit here. Refresh. I thought, the fact that Cash planted safe from the guy market, J-Flow wasn't able to get an angle. He might have been able to get something going like backup, and he gets out with his life, but just, I don't know what happened. They just collapsed instantly. I'm not sure if this was just good teamwork from Ohio or just a poor setup from Dream in the end here. But I mean, Ohio, they capitalize. They collapse on the last player. Despite Zeus's best efforts, it's now Ohio Scarlet on that point.
What's nice about how Ohio got set up, they were able to, they were in a position to, get that first kill together, and once they got that first kill, they were able to collapse fast. So it's really fast decision making there from Ohio. I mean, bunching up your O sometimes can be super risky. Nades can come through, stunts can come through, and everyone's kind of blind or they can't move. But I mean, they were just really, really able to react off of that first kill, and I think that's what kind of stole them around. KB on a 6 streak. I mean, who are we gonna watch, right? KB or J-Flow? They're both on a 5 and a 6 streak, and it's just between the two of them, 11 kills.
I mean, look at where J-Flow's at. Let's go on board with him for a minute. He pushed up all the way through B, and this is a critical position. He doesn't even need to move. He just needs to wait for his teammates to call out players and activate, but he might not even need the call-outs. He does it himself, gets a freebie on Zeus, and that was the MVP of map 1 down. Now just left to Luke on the breadstick, and he will fall as well. Ohio Scarlet looking to complete the upset tonight, find themselves up 2-0 in this series.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a hot 3-0 and a handshake. I mean, KB, look at that, 12 and 4 with 1,800 damage, and the Surge and Destroy is insane. 9 non-traded kills.
I think that's the biggest thing for me is the non-traded kills. He was just able to get blood after blood after blood, and just wasn't able to get it. Just nobody getting the refrag right there. And we saw it on, on the retake in that round number 10. I think that was a pivotal one. The fact that Dream, they get out scot-free with their lives in the 4v4, and they still ended up, going down over and over. I don't know what happened. Yeah, the collapse in this one was really the key for me. And I mean, going forward in this series, I mean, Dream, it's going to be a tough climb back. I mean, the reverse sweep is still possible, but I don't know. The form they're in right now, this isn't the best I've seen this Dream team look.
Yeah, it's super strange. It's I feel like they come out of the gates really, really hot, but then something happens midway through that map where maybe just Ohio has them figured out. Maybe they're just making better shot calls and making adjustments on the map compared to what they've seen in the first half. But yeah, we're going to take a look at this series layout and how it's unfolded so far. both those games, I mean, you can say they're relatively close, but by the time we got to the end of them, it really felt like Ohio just had full control of both of those maps.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe just Ohio, maybe just slow starts, or maybe just they needed a little bit to figure out their opponents or figure out what they're going to do potentially as well. I'm not really sure what it is, but I mean, I will say they are clutch down the stretch. So far, so good for them. We'll see if they're able to pull off the 3-0 here, or if it's going to be Dream to start the reverse sweep. It's going to have to be exposure overload. I mean, we'll see if the Dream team, if they're going to be slaying. I'm looking at really Luke to step it up. He's had a couple of rough maps in a row. They really need him in this respawn.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, he's the bakery man. And what kind of bread are you baking? Are you going to bake that really dirty water, great bread from New York City, or is that going to be super clean water from the factory? Right now, it's looking like Wonder Bread, dude. Because I'm wondering what Luke's doing on the map. They got to get something flowing here. I mean, it's just they got to get some kills, right? It's that simple. Like you got to make sure these players get off the map. You're going to go into a game mode like Overload, where getting people off the map is your primary objective, right? Being able to push forward. So Luke's either got to be running that EMP or getting kills.
I mean, one of the other, I think there's something's got to give, right? The teamwork has to be a little bit better. The kills got to be coming. I feel like there was a moment in map number 1 where it seemed like the Dream was clicking, and it's just, as soon as Ohio started to lock in, they got a couple of rotations in a row. It just seemed like I don't know, they weren't waiting for each other, they weren't as patient as maybe they could have been, and we saw it, in that S&D as well. Just, just kind of running into crossfires and stuff like that they weren't ready for, or potentially didn't. I don't know. Maybe they were ego challenge some stuff. I'm not exactly sure what the answer was, but I guess we'll see here in a moment, as we are, I believe, waiting for the players to set up the exposure overload. But I mean, it's going to have to be a map number 3 masterclass here from Dream.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket and see how it's kind of laid out for us tonight. If you guys don't know, that DC and Minnesota games happening on the background. Same with all of these losers bracket matches. So right now, what we have is DC is up 1-0 on Minnesota. That news was just a little bit ago, so that might have changed to 2-0. I'm fully expecting them to win that. I'm not going to lie. I think if Minnesota comes out on top of that, I'll be severely surprised. But you go on down here on losers. If you guys didn't know, Boston actually had the forfeit out of the tournament. So LA will be jumping ahead and playing the winner of Texas versus Miami. At the moment, Texas is up 2-0. So you're most likely going to see LA versus Texas, which is a shame because Boston, if you look up top, did secure that 4th seed. They did have a bye, but just weren't able to fill out a team for the night. And that stinks, man. Y'all need to get your stuff together. But whatever, what do I know?
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you hate to go out from not being able to, DQ'd, right? Not even showing up. So that's tough for Boston. I mean, nothing you could really do. I guess if schedules conflicting too much, you can't even field a roster. It is what it is. I mean, hopefully maybe next time they'll have a competitive chance in this. But I mean, I will say, going forward, I mean, Texas, they could potentially make a run now in the losers bracket, maybe having a little bit of an easier time getting to that losers semifinal, losers final, maybe even going forward. We'll see if that ends up being the case. And I believe also Phoenix, a huge comeback. I saw in chat. They 249 to 250, huge comeback from Phoenix. They won the first map in that one. I'm sure that was an incredible one. Unfortunately, we missed that one. So we'll keep you updated on series as they come in, as they go along. But that's kind of what we got so far. Looking at, I mean, maybe some interesting bracket shakeups that we weren't really expecting.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw Colorado down there in losers, they're also, again, losing maps to Phoenix. Ohio beat them on the road to this moment right here. And then the other series that we didn't talk about was all tied up. But it looks like I just got a message from the players saying that they're ready too. So that's amazing because I'm excited to watch exposure. I mean, we saw a lot of ARs come out on the Scar. I'm expecting to see a lot of ARs come out on this map as well. A lot of openness, right? There's a lot of open air. So let's see who can take advantage of that the best. Get on top of the map, right? Whether you're on ring side or you're on window side. I think getting on top of the map and just being able to lay out everything in front of you, whether it's top solar, top ring, or even that pillar in the middle, is a really, really cheeky, scary spot to be laying down because it's actually pretty hard to shoot at.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have to kind of wall bang a lot of stuff. So top ring, top window. There's a lot of top solars, long range gunfights coming through. There's a lot of ARs that can take over in this map. But it is, I mean, SMGs also kind of can get lost on this one. I've seen SMG players time and time again just take over the map. Once they get past that 50-yard mark, they get into your spawn. They can be so annoying to try and clear out, especially if they can get into the window, if they can get into like the ring area and just block spawns in that P4 area as well. it could be so hard to clear them out. And it's going to have to be Las Vegas Dreams frying off the rip here, down 0-2. Let's see if they can start mounting the comeback.
And we do have team graphics flipped, but it's okay. Ohio is going to be your blue arrows on the map. Dream are going to be your red arrows. So at the moment, we're spectating Dream trying to get a little bit of momentum going. And this is exactly what we were talking about, right? Cash is already trying to perform some miracles on the map. They're going to get some slays on their own base. Ohio trying to get set up early, super early off the rip. I mean, you got to be sending these people last in line. Last in line has got to be grabbing the EMP device. If you're having the EMP up front, like you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage, right? You can't be having somebody with a pistol and a logo over their head running the train for you, right? You gotta get some damage on people first.
100%. I mean, we've seen that. I've seen that. I don't know about you, but I've seen that time and time again where people just be solo challenge, but it might work out this time. It's going to be Mo putting in the first one, just uncontested there from Dream. And Ohio Scarlet, they'll strike first. And I mean, that wasn't even really about the slaying. That was just about the negligence, it seemed like, from Dream, not watching that part of the map. And they'll put themselves on the board first here. It looks like maybe a potential another one coming through. It looks like Stussy able to stop that potential from Dream coming through here. So more chances for Scarlet to potentially play with the drone here. And it looks like Dream don't exactly know where the approach is coming from right now, just covering all bases. But this push will be coming in from this tank side for now. It's just going to be Zeus on the pinch. He's able to get the one and potentially a second one on here as well, as they might be going in. Yeah, there we go. A second one, and too late for Dream. Ohio Scarlet, another one put in early.
I do have the record here from last night when Vegas played last. Vegas got absolutely slammed on the overload on Den when we watched them play. So, I mean, it could be just an issue maybe with the game mode. I know a lot of people haven't really been able to practice this game. Well, have been able to practice, but unwilling to practice the game mode.
Yeah.
So I would be curious, maybe now that people are starting to play ranked, maybe forced to play the game mode. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know about forced to play the game mode, but I mean, yeah, if you're relying on ranked play in your scrims to get overload reps, I mean that's kind of tough, right? I mean, all things considered, maybe that's the case. I feel like players just don't want to play this game mode in scrims particularly, so maybe that could be Dream's issue as well. I don't really know. I guess you have more data than me, but I mean, so far it's been Ohio pretty much. I mean, I wouldn't say perfect, but it's been Las Vegas making some mistakes is really why the lead is the way it is. But some nice shots from Stussy over the top, gets a double, and this potentially can be a third one here on the board. It's going to have to be stellar defense from Dream, or maybe some good shots from Zeus as he turns and burns for the double. Yeah,
I mean, Mo is doing a great job on the map. Everybody from Ohio seems to kind of have a game plan in mind. Spectre going to be the one pushed forward on the map over on the solar side. Going to slide out. Going to chow, not being able to get the kill. But look at this mid-map control here from Mo. Mo realizing that EMP is going to spawn in a difficult position. KB in a nice position to get the stop and a couple of kills. Going to get pushed up into the spawn. I like this play. Try to get a little bit of A control. You got to have your gun up, though. You got to be ready for these kills that are coming up. Oh, that nade was good. That kill was even better. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Dream right now, but yeah, I mean, they maybe overload, potentially, you said it, maybe their worst game modes, so this could be a hot 3-0 Ohio Scarlet. I mean, they're just coming out ripping in this series, and I think both of our predictions might be wrong for this one. We'll see if they can put the fourth one in before halftime, or if it's going to be Dream maybe answering back as a double from Spectre to shut down mid-map. I mean, it's just been Scarlet in the fill feed so far this entire series, it would seem.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the play there that was just attempted by Spectre, right? I mean, that's going to be fundamental overload. You just got to kind of run past that EMP device, figure out what side that you want to hit, listen to some callouts, and you got to kind of sweep up one side of the map, right? They always leave a little bit of dust on the floor every time you sweep up. So you just got to make sure you're really thorough on the one side. That way, whoever's running your EMP can just push on through, and that's exactly what we're starting to see. We're starting to see a lot of bodies getting pushed forward. This timer is going to be extended by 30 seconds. There is going to be a last chance here. Maybe. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to get picked up. No last chance. But, I mean, that first half, it was looking like Ohio all the way. There wasn't... I don't even think there was a moment where Dream had a potential to cap. Maybe there was one stray run when that player got caught up in that P4, but yeah, I don't know. They just look kind of lost. But Mo, yeah, Mo's looking real nice on the map. Has all 3 caps and kills.
You can't effectively rely on that kind of thing, especially in a game type like Overload. It's I feel like it's the most teamwork-oriented type of game mode we have in BO7, where you can get incredibly punished if you're not on the same page. If you're going for solo chows, solo routes, I mean, that's kind of where it all falls apart for you. You can't rely on one player just picking up the drone and getting past enemy lines. I mean, we saw it in that first half. There was a solo chow with the drone trying to get it done and just shut down. So, I mean, Ohio Scarlet, it's really their match to lose at this point, up 3-0 after the first half. And, I mean, Dream, you got to wake up in this one or you're going to be the victim of a hot 3-0 here.
Yeah, this is not a dream. It's a nightmare right now on Exposure because they are getting absolutely cooked. Look at this EMP already starting to get rotated on over. EMP is going to run down low. Mo going to have a lot of support here, able to jump it in. Look at that. KB and Spectre were both able to get shots on that player before Mo even hit that wall jump. I mean, right there, that should be your bread and butter, right? When it comes to this game mode, being able just to, like, your timing, having bodies forward. I mean, you got to protect the quarterback, right? You got to treat this EMP player like a quarterback, but maybe a little bit of life here. Counter cap.
There we go. Some signs of life from Dream. I mean, yeah, maybe some poor positioning maybe there from Scarlet. I didn't love the setup on the portal. They weren't really playing the new, and this is a crazy gunfight. I don't know what to say about that one. And here we go. Dream showing some signs of life in the second half. Potentially could get a second one on the board. They are playing for the reset here, and it's going to be a couple of arrows here. We'll see if they're able to do something here. And, I mean, we didn't really go into a listening with any of the teams in the hardpoint. Let's go into a listening here for this next one. Let's see how Ohio Scarlet are common on the second half here. See if they can close it out.
All right, it looks like we are not able to do a listen in at the moment, but that's okay. That's all right, because we tried. That's all that matters, you know? Like, as long as I get judged in the afterlife by how hard I tried, you can say I tried really hard for that. You should saw me. I was scrolling down on this Discord trying to produce it.
Yeah, we tried so hard. In the end, it didn't even matter. So, yeah, Linkin Park song remains the testament in this one as maybe another opportunity for Dream, and it's going to be Luke pushing up and another turn and burn for Luke. Nice double, but unfortunately at the goal line getting shut down, and potential now for Ohio Scarlet to bounce back in this one. Spectre on the OE, and he's doing what he can, but here they are, Dream. I mean, there's still possibilities for them to score here, but the drone is going the opposite direction. Zeus maybe getting cheeky with it, and a little bit too cheeky, as he's the only player there, and he'll get shut down.
This is going to be super dangerous because you already have bodies forward now on this desert side of cave. You can find a kill or two here. I mean, this is also becoming super time sensitive, right? Like, just handing over possession of the EMP to the other team is just not ideal. J-Flow gonna have it, gonna toss a nice little nade. I like the self coverage there. Mo needs to turn around here in just a second. Mo's gonna get picked up. KB and Spectre last alive. Spectre with a chance to cap here. KB maybe with a chance to follow up. The EMP is gonna get taken down outside of the P4 door. Kind of scrappy there, no caps, but a lot of time wasted.
Yeah, that's critical, right? I mean, the time is ticking. It's ticking. And I mean, Las Vegas Dream, they got to get going. And there we go. Spectre with the double. But I mean, I don't know. That's dreams and nightmares for Las Vegas so far. A triple for Spectre. I mean, he is just cooking right now, pushing up, gets all 3 members. And I mean, we'll see if they can do anything. But unfortunately for him, the drone is on the other side of the map. And Las Vegas, they have an opportunity to score here. 3 arrows are going to backtrack toward their base, but they will swiftly be dealt with. And Zeus finds himself the lone drone carrier. We'll see if he can make a solo play, but with a minute left, I don't know if it'll really even matter here.
Oh, it could. It could, but it's got to go in right now. Zeus, I don't think they saw them, right? Like, that was right in the middle of the screen. I don't think that was a spectator-only type of view, but I think Zeus realizing maybe not able to win that gunfight with the weapon that they had in hand. Just gonna drop just gonna drop the EMP.
He's not there.
Now it's too late. They would have had to capture it early on that possession for there to be really even a chance. And as we talk about it, like Ohio's looking to put, salt on the wound right now by jumping another one in.
Yeah, fifth one's going to go in, and that'll definitely be the nail in the coffin if that last one wasn't any indicator. And I mean, yeah, Zeus, maybe some blinders on, just ignore him. He can't hurt me if I don't see him. So nothing really from Dream. That went right this whole series. I mean, I don't know what happened to them. They just kind of got punched in the mouth. They looked close in the hard point, but really, I mean, a couple of just come from behind clutch ups from the Scarlet, and they'll 3-0 pretty comfortably, especially in this overload. They look dominant from start to finish in this one. And I mean, an upset win is an upset win. I don't know if it's maybe not as much of an upset as maybe like a top seed, but I mean, the Scarlet, they look pretty dominant so far.
Yeah, Scarlet looking really, really nice, especially, I don't know. I just feel like right now Vegas is just having such a hard time in these overloads. I don't know what they're going to have to do. I mean, they're going to drop down into the losers bracket, so they're going to have some time to correct it here. But I mean, you gotta be careful now if you're Vegas. It seems like you gotta win map 1 and 2 to really have an opportunity in these series.
Yeah, we'll see if they can make any noise in the losers bracket. It's going to be a tough one from them. I'm pulling it up right now. I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure who they play next. I believe they probably play. Honestly, I'm not even going to speculate because I don't even know. We'll find out in a minute when we get the bracket cleared up a little bit. So, I mean, yeah, Vegas, like you said, they just got to play better, I think, in general, but especially in Overload. I'm not sure what's going on with these guys in Overload, but just maybe not their game mode. So, yeah, tough loss for them.
Yeah, I mean, that Overload is just kind of rough to watch, right? But, Ohio, you move up 3-0. I mean, they're going to be playing the winner of DC and Minnesota. I don't believe any of those stats have rolled through just yet. Series,
yeah, I'm looking at it
for
right
series
now.
update. Yeah, Brooklyn's up 2-1. Phoenix is up 2-0, so an upset alert there. Miami eliminated by Texas. DC versus Minnesota just starting now, map number 2, and that was 5 minutes ago. So yeah, interesting stuff there. I mean, big potential upset when it comes to Colorado. I feel like this wasn't necessarily an upset. I feel like Vegas, you do earn a bye. However, Ohio has looked solid, and they haven't looked like the team they'll really like stick your nose up on. I just feel like Vegas maybe a little bit too confident going in today, and then again, both maps are really close except for that overload.
Yeah, I just got updated as well in chat. Vegas plays the winner of LA and Texas. Said, well, I mean, it looks like, LA, they just 3-0'd Miami. So potentially, it might be a Texas matchup here. And I believe losers 4 or 5 coming up next. So we'll see that potentially down the line as well. We'll keep you guys updated as long as we know with the off-stream matches as well. But I mean, yeah, that was a quick one. I wasn't expecting a 3-0, especially for Ohio in that one. I thought it might have went the other way for Vegas as well, but I mean, Ohio, they came out clutch today. They showed up, man. That was a banger for Ohio fans.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely was a banger for Ohio fans. Vegas looked super solid yesterday, but Ohio showing up on day number 2, especially when it matters most. Hot 3 and a handshake. They're gonna have a lot of time to think about their next series here. DC is looking like they're currently up. But until that moment, it looks like we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll catch you guys with some more Call of Duty action here pretty soon.